Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the Flight Show. I know it's been forever since I've posted. As you know, I teach as a university professor, and I am teaching an overload, and I'm an adjunct of another university, and I had grades, just all kind of craziness. But I was committed to try to get something posted this weekend because my classes are over at one university, almost done at another, and I really missed posting, missed hearing the dialogue from you. But some of you are still posting comments on the videos that are up, and I greatly appreciate that. So this video that I was going to do is a little bit different. I was surprised by a program that I came across on YouTube, and it seemed exciting, and I decided to download it. And what it is Flight Simulator First Officer. It is and I'm reading this from the manual, is a generic co-pilot designed to work with Microsoft simulators. And it even works with Flight Simulator 2020. But you can use it with Prepared. So what I'm going to do is do a flight on an aircraft that is not normally designated to be used by, what we usually use, FS2 crew, because they select certain aircraft, usually ones that are very close to study level or sturdy level. And, if you don't have that, you really don't have much for other cockpit interaction. So it looked really interesting, so I'm going to use it, and we're going to use it together. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is start the program. And I'll bring it over here so that you can see it. And we're going to do a flight out of a pilot's life. Now, I need to jump right in here and do something because, as you know, this is an imaginary livery because Delta doesn't use the AR-72-500, but I love this aircraft. And so I'm going to do this, and it's a perfect opportunity to use an aircraft that doesn't have FS2 crew support. And we're going to kind of do this together. So the first thing I need, the reason I'm rushing is because this battery dies out and then you have to just start over. So I'm going to go ahead to the process of getting its version of an APU going. So now we'll do the parking brake, and the pressure's up, so I can do that. That's fine. And we're going to lock our controls, and we're going to put this so that we can have the fuel flow. Then we'll go up here and arm the parking brake. And we'll also turn on the pump for the left engine. Prop brake is on, so that's good. And this doesn't necessarily go with the flow of this first officer, but it's just really special to this particular aircraft. So let's go ahead and get it started so we don't run out of battery power. Oh, let's get this on both engines. And if we're outside, you can hear the engine going, which is basically acting as an APU. So now we don't have to worry about our power dying out. So as you can now look, I'm not an authority on this. I've only just gotten it, and I've watched the tutorial. So we're going to do our best here, but it's going to demonstrate what this does. Now you can use voice commands, but I'm not going to necessarily use them because I really haven't gotten that deep into it. But I'm going to show you the power of what this can do. Now, since we're doing the whole full flight, I want to get the aircraft prepared, but I'm not going to take you through all of that because I really want to focus on the use of this. So I'm going to pause this while I get the navs and everything together, okay? All right, be right back. Okay, so the first thing you'll notice is that you have pre-flows. So we'll go ahead. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to connect. All right, now we're online.
Brake on. Engine 2 cut out.
Now notice it says 8 seconds until co-pilot gets seated. Hold control to skip.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Okay, so the co-pilot is doing his walk around. I had paused the game for a minute because I had to tend to my dog peeing on the floor. But aside from that, the first officer was still doing his thing, doing the walk around. So we only got, as you can see, 15 seconds left. So that actually kind of works out well in terms of the timing for the pre-flight flow and now doing the walk around. So we'll continue on with what we need to do because we're going to be using ATC Pro. So let's go ahead and...
the reports look pretty good.
Well, that's excellent. And speaking of weather, we will be using Active Sky. So everything's loaded here, just so that you know. So it should be a decent... I haven't even looked at the weather report, but we're about to do our ATIS, so that doesn't matter. We'll find out in just a second. All right, so let's bring on our ATIS.
Kilo Charlie Hotel Sierra Airport information. Mike 0456 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 400 ceiling 1900 broken ceiling 3400 broken temperature 16.
Kilo Charlie Hotel Sierra Airport information November 0456 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 400 ceiling 1900 broken ceiling 3400 broken temperature 16 dew point 16 QNH 1019 advise on initial contact you have information November.
Okay, sweet. So now we will tune into 127.32 to get clearance. Here we go.
Clearance delivery Delta 1075. Departing position is Terminal 1 Gate Alpha for with the information request clearance.
Delta 1075, clears to Kilo Alpha Tango Lima via Prepar Lima Foxtrot Mike Delta 2 departure route, and then as filed, climb and maintain 7000, expect flight level 240 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 120.7, squawk 4430, altimeter 30.09.
I missed a little of that.
Say again, Delta 1075.
Delta 1075, clears to Kilo Alpha Tango Lima via Prepar Lima Foxtrot Mike Delta 2 departure route, and then as filed, climb and maintain 7000, expect flight level 240 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 120.7, squawk 4430, altimeter 30.09.
Okay, ready to read back.
Cleared ATL by AVLS Mike. Delta to climb and maintain 7000. Flight level 240 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.7. Squad 4420. Altimeter 30.09. Delta 1075.
Delta 1075, readback correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
Roger 121.9. Delta 1075.
Okay, so we now got all that, although I am not feeling this takeoff runway because when I look at our takeoff runway, 03 is like 2,000 meters. It just seems to me like that's a little short, but we'll just make it happen. We'll go with extra flaps to get her off the ground because I don't think ATC
Southwest 3143.
ATC Pro really allows us to change runways.
Roger, start up approved. Southwest 3143. Roger, start up approved. Southwest
it does.
3143.
Request 33 Delta 1075.
Delta 1075. Contact clearance on 127.32.
127.32 Delta 1075.
And now that we're on that new, I'm glad that it does because I remember doing this one time and it did not give me that option.
Request 33 Delta 1075.
Delta 1075, Clear to Kilo Alpha Tango Lima via the Prepar Lima Foxtrot Mike Delta 2 departure route. And then, as filed, climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 240 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 120.7. Squawk 7531. Altimeter 30.09.
So they changed our squawk, but that's fine.
Clear to KATL by AVL Mike Delta 2 climb and maintain 8,000. Flight level 240 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.7. Squawk 7531. Altimeter 30.09. Delta 1075.
Delta 1075. Feedback correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
Roger 121.9. Delta 1075.
Okay, excellent. We'll do ground when we need it, but for now, we're good. So let's get on with our nav since we have the runways that we want. Everything is already set. My navs and everything are for that runway 33, so we are good to go. Let's go ahead and get everything taken care of. So we will depart here. No, we don't want that. Take that off. Let's do that again. Depart, and we're going to do runway 33, and we are using SID Plufund, however you pronounce that, and that's Plufund 2. So there, excellent, and that's ALD, perfect. Execute, and our departure will be rather our arrival, forgive me. What are they saying our arrival is going to be 27 right, which is of course subject to change with ATC, you never know. But our star rather is J Jedi 2, and I think we'll just stick with that. Alright, so now we just need to do our legs. So we will have 2 ALD, our Alpha Lima Delta. I am assuming it's going to be this one. And then we go to Ewok. That's cute. Alright. That takes care of that.
Delta 1075, squawk 7531.
Squawk 7531. Delta 1075.
My bad. 5. 3 1. 7531. Stand by. So they should hear my squawk now. Excellent. Let's see. Now, we could use GSX for boarding, but they don't have the animations for boarding this aircraft, so we pretty much can say that it is boarded. I don't think there's... Let me see. Let me just go through everything here. Alright, we got that. We got legs. There's not a whole lot to do in terms of, like, putting in the fuel or whatever for this particular aircraft, so we can pretty much say that we're ready to go. So the doors are closed, so let's go ahead and do pre-flight.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Flight instruments. Heading set. Altitude set. Parking brake. Set. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Checklist complete.
Okay, so with that being said, we can go ahead and get ATC. Well, first we need permission from ground, so let's go ahead and do that.
Ground Delta 1075. Request startup and pushback.
Delta 1075, startup and pushback approved.
Roger, Delta 1075.
And we're going to use Ultimate Ground Crew in opposed to GSX, just because I like their wing walkers. But we'll use GXX when we get to where we're going.
Go ahead, cockpit. Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are good, and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Now he's going to walk off over that. Cockpit to
Go
ground.
ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and
Go
engines.
ahead, cockpit.
We are ready for pushback and engine start facing west.
Roger. Facing east. Release brakes.
I said west.
Parking brake off.
Brakes released.
Okay, commencing pushback.
Now we will go through our before start flows.
Delta 1075, Squawk 7531.
I did that.
Squawk 7531, Delta 1075.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Well, thanks. So we will say
Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Locked. Passenger signs. Set. MCP. P2.155. Heading 0. Altitude 0. Set. Takeoff speed. Set. Set. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Trim. Set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Completed. Beacon lights. On. Checklist complete.
okay, so I made a bit of a boo-boo here. I did not, no, not this. I should have actually, yeah, we'll save that. I should have put this information in for our V-speeds, which he would have called out takeoff speeds. So we're going to just zoom in here real fast
Go ahead, flight deck.
and put that in.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Nothing. Where are you at? Oh, you're already open, so I just need to bring you back to the forefront. Here you go. All right,
Go
flaps.
ahead, flight deck.
We'll do a flaps 15 since we have our longer runway.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Nothing. Off our cities, yes.
Go ahead, cockpit.
He always does that. So we've got our V1 at 130. V rotate at 1. Let's just say 140. And our V2 is 150.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Our V ref will be 110. And I don't even know what to put for that, so whatever. Approach, we will be
Go
on
ahead, flight
flaps 30.
Go ahead, flight
Over
deck.
3, I'm going to say 2 because it's a long runway. Minimums is 200 feet. Okay, we will do altitude alert, bank angle, and stall speed. All right, so we got all that saved. Close it.
Go ahead, flight deck. Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake on.
Brakes are set.
Roger.
And we should have been doing our engine start, so let's just go ahead, co-pilot start.
Starting engine 1.
And we will remove the brake. We
Go
will
ahead, flight deck.
let him do what he want to do.
Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear.
Starting engine 2.
So he takes care of that. How cool is that?
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
hold on a second. I forgot on my pilot's life. I need to be putting in the plane.
Go ahead, flight tech.
This is going to be
Go ahead, flight tech. Roger. Have a nice flight.
Engine stable.
Okay, selected. And okay, so that's all. Pilot's life is all taken care of.
Go ahead, flight tech.
Hush. All right, they're out of here. So we can do before taxi checklist.
Taxi checklist. NIs. Recall. Check. Auto brakes. RTO. Flight controls.
So we will bring our flight yoke back.
Full lap. Full right. Full back. Full forward. Checked. Ground equipment. Clear. Checklist complete.
Excellent. I mean, truth be told, this, you know, gives this aircraft a whole lot more depth than just for interaction. So I'm liking that so far, and I'm not even using voice yet.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
We are clear to You are clear to disconnect and go to hand signals. I didn't even think I had to say it because they walked away. So hey, what are you gonna do? All right, so we're out of here. Let's go ahead and get clearance.
Ground Delta 1075. Request taxi.
Delta 1075. Taxi via Alpha Charlie to runway 33.
Okay, we're going to taxi 33 Alpha Charlie. That's fine. I was just setting this up in my EFB. Confirm.
Flight Alpha Charlie to runway 33 Delta 1075. Parking brake off.
So far, this is actually a nice little gadget to use in Prepared. It does supposedly work in Flight Simulator 2020, but I really wanted to use this in something I was more familiar with first, but I'll do a video with this in Prepared as well. So not Prepared, but Flight Simulator. So no worries there. But those of you who are fans of the channel know that I really do. Of the non-study level aircraft, I really enjoy this one. So what better aircraft to try it on? Although I also want to try it on Captain Sim's, one of their series with the 757 or the 767.
From the flight deck, this is your first officer. Welcome aboard. As you can see, we have
Delta 1075. Contact tower on 126.0.
Here shortly. 126.0. Delta 1075.
Sorry you got to miss the first officer giving the cabin announcement, but you see, it's actually pretty nice. Now I have to contact the tower.
Tower Delta 1075. Holding short of runway 33, ready for departure. Delta 1075. Line up runway 33. Lining up runway 33, Delta 1075.
Okay, so we're going to put our heading on runway 33. Might have been simpler to go go around. Let me slow down.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Set. Checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff.
And if I'm correct, yeah, they set the landing lights. It's taking care of all that. That's cool. Here we go. We're almost there. Excellent. Here. And by the way, as y'all have heard my musing about the camera systems in Flight Simulator 2020 that I hate, it is such a pleasure to be back on here with
Delta 1075, wind 360
Chase plane.
at 0, runway 33, clear for takeoff, good flight.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Delta 1075.
All right.
Line, check. Check.
Rotate. V2.
Not yet.
V2. Positive right. Landing gear hot.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
I'm going to put on the IAS at
1668.
173.
Runway 33. Delta 1075. Contact departure on 120.7.
120.7, Delta 1075. Departure Delta 1075, passing 1,200 for 8,000.
Delta 1075. Radar contact. Continue via Papa Lima Foxtrot Mike Delta 2. Departure route. Line 2 8000.
Cleared via Nvidia Mike. Delta 2 departure. Climbing to 8000. Delta 1075. LNAV on.
And now we'll put the power management on climb. Sweet. Okay, let's go down here.
Delta 1389er. Climb and maintain 7000.
Climb and maintain 7000. Delta 1389er.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Off and off. Flaps. Off, no lights. Checklist complete.
Sweet. And as you can see now, we're climbing through the overcast.
Delta 1075. Climb to flight level 180.
Climbing to flight level 180, Delta 1075.
Alright, put this on 180. Now, I have to admit, this program may have been out a while, but I had not heard of it. But it is a pleasant little surprise, and I am glad I have it in my my electronic flight bag, or my flight bag, if you will, because it's not electronic. Well, maybe it is because it's a program. But I just mean now I can have a little bit more of an immersive experience with aircraft that is not supported by FS2 crew. And I haven't even done the voice yet. It's not really deep as the creator mentions it in the video that I saw on YouTube, but it's pretty darn good, and it's certainly better than not having anything at all. I'm liking this. So if this is something that you think you might want to have a look-see, I wouldn't blame you. Thus far, after this being my second flight using it, I recommend it. Again, especially if you're doing in the 3 liners that they use with Flight Simulator 2020, which I find to be a very light system in terms of depth of the aircraft, but it can certainly make it a lot more immersive. I'm looking forward to trying it out. But all I'm here to say is prepared ain't dead yet. For all of y'all that just thought it should have just packed up and gone home. Still getting some life, and this is fun. And I'm not even saying that Flight Simulator 2020 is not fun, but as I've mentioned in previous videos, until they get the SDK together, until they have the study level aircraft in there, it's a shiny toy to me. And I'm not saying that to be critical. I think it's aesthetically beautiful, but at some point they needed to make some money, so they released it. And at least that's the way I look at it. But that's cool. Keep it moving. Still a prepared guy. But I like 2020 a little. Alright, so we are now climbing, and what I will do is I will bring you back at after we get to time to climb. Okay, so we're now over 10,000, by the way. Oh, look, we're breaking through the clouds. Very nice. I am flying with 5.1 after the hot fix. And I'm using Active Sky. Of course, Orbx Global. I got a lot going on here. And since I've been so busy with work, I can't even cite everything that I've got going on. I had to refamiliarize myself with a lot of things. But suffice it to say, I am liking this first officer, and using it actually with Pro ATC really does help make this immersive. And with the ATC that's built into Flight Simulator 2020, I am sure that that's going to make it feel really, really good. Because I got to give them credit, the voicing for their ATC is really nice. Not so robotic like Pro ATC. But the immersion factor is definitely here. I'm not knocking ATC Pro. Flight Simulator 2020 has really raised the bar, and so I'm excited about things to come. But for now, we're going to fly this flight, and I am enjoying it thus far. Alright, so let's take a look. As far as our navs are concerned, Rangola going to PL. Where? Ewok. Oh yeah, Ewok's down the ways. We got a little ways to go there. Let's see. Next. Alright. It's not going to be a long flight anyway. Okay, I will bring you back well after we have achieved top of climb. Okay, we are at cruising altitude, so one, we can do our power management and put it on cruise. And you know what? These levers should have been brought all the way up to auto. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so anyway, everything is looking good. And so our first officer has, pretty much done everything that it was asked to do, and all we have to do is prepare for our descent. Now, we are using, we are using, this nav isn't exactly going the way I really think it should, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on.
LNAV off. Heading select on.
Heading select to bring it closer over to our path, which as you can see is over here. Not really sure why it's not following it right. But, Since we're using ATC, they'll tell us when to descend, and that's when I will bring us back. But I thought I would give you a little bit of the visuals. That clouds are looking absolutely outstanding.
Skywest 5272, maintain present altitude.
Present altitude, Skywest 5272.
If I was looking out my window. Fun to fly. That's all I can say. Well, anyway, we're about to be on course, and so we will so we should be lining up for, here we go. Ooh, bring it back. Bring it back. Right over here. Excellent. And since we are passing, we should now have ALD is our waypoint. Where is ALD? Huh? I said ALD, not KATL.
Skywest 5272, climb to flight level 240.
Climbing to flight level 240, Skywest 5272.
It's all disappeared. I'm gonna have to fix that. But luckily we're flying on heading, so we'll be able to manage. But I'll see if I can set things up while we're flying. So now I'm starting to set up the aircraft for our arrival. We'll be landing on 27 right, which is 275 degrees. So let's get our course on 275. Right, and our radio frequency for our ILS is going to be 111.3. So we've got that in there. So our ILS should be fine. Right now we're flying to Ewok. I don't know about anybody else, but this overcast looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'll bring you back after we're a little further along.
Delta 1075, descent 16,000, altimeter 30.15.
Descent 16,000, altimeter 30.15, Delta 1075. Descent checklist. Recall. Check. Notes. Check. Auto brakes. Set. Landing data. Check. Approach briefing. Completed. Checklist complete. Dear passengers, as you can see, we have already started descent. Please
pretty cool. And we're on course. Excellent.
Delta 1075. Descent 11, altimeter 30.15.
Descent 1000. Altimeter 30.15. Delta 1075.
Okay, we're now descending to 11,000. I am getting some mileage out of this first officer. That's all I can say. And what I'm going to do is...
Transition altitude. Check.
We're going to make our descent a bit less because I realize I have initiated descent a little early. So we're going to be fine here. That'll take care of that. Okay, I'll bring you back when we're a little further along. I just had to jump in here and just check out these visuals of coming in out of the clouds. When they had done the 5.1 and, you know, tweaked the weather effects, this is nice. Now, I imagine you're wondering if I'm making direct comparisons to Flight Simulator 2020, and I'm not. What it does extremely well in terms of the visuals. For Prepared, this is a step above of what it was doing. And so I kind of make slight comparison, but I don't. Because based on, you know, the history of Prepared, this is just amazing. Looks beautiful. And as you imagine, competition's great. Competition drives everything forward. So I'm cool. This is beautiful. I am not in any ways disenchanted. And, you know, I'll just slip this little bit in here. I did buy the Concorde for Prepared. Just gotta learn it. Hadn't had time. But now I have time. So, expect to see that this holiday season. Alright, got a little bit of turbulence. That's okay. Alright, I'll bring you back when we're further along. Okay, we are about to be on final. So, let's see. We already have our idle for throttle, so just got to keep an eye on the speed. while we are slowing down because now we are at our altitude of 4,000 feet. And what we will do here is we will take our, let's see, heading. Very soon we are going to switch to VOR. Alright, so give it our first amount of flaps. Bring just a little bit more throttle. Alright, we're going to be turning on to final very soon. And when it does, we will switch to VOR and lock on to the localizer.
Delta 1075, descend to 4,000.
Descent to 4,000, cleared for final tower at the marker 190.1, Delta 1075.
Here's a secret for Sherlock. We are at 4,000, but that's okay. We're going to roll with that. By the way, if you hear this little sound, I apologize. I tend to grind my teeth. I'm not chewing, not eating a sandwich. I'll try to stop. It's very unconscious, but I heard it in my own head, so I knew, hey, cut that out. All right, it is coming. Take heading select.
LNAV off. Heading select on.
And then we're going to switch to VOR. And it's our ILS. And we can go to half arc or full arc. And then when we see it move, we will hit nav for the localizer. Okay, the glide slope is alive. Alright.
LNAV on, heading select off.
Alright, we're turning on the localizer.
Landing gear down.
And we will arm approach.
LNAV off. Approach hold on.
There she
Delta
is.
1075, contact tower on 119.1.
119.1, Delta 1075. Tower Delta 1075. On final.
Delta 1075, slow to final approach speed, altimeter 30.15, clear to land runway 27 right.
Reducing the final approach speed. Altimeter 30.15, cleared to land runway 27 right, Delta 1075.
All right, landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake armed. Speed brake. Armed. Landing gear. Down. Flaps. Set. Checklist complete. Flight attendants prepare for landing.
Okay, we need to slow down a bit more. So I'm easing off the throttles. And then when we get closer to our VREF, I'll drop the flaps to 30. Bring our heading around. Whoops. Bring flat throttles back a little bit more.
Watch your speed.
I heard him say, watch that airspeed. Yeah. Too busy looking outside the airplane. Bad Kent, bad Kent. Okay, we're back. Just a little high. My aircraft.
Autopilot off.
Continue.
Watch your airspeed.
100. 50. 40.
Tower, Air Shuttle 6036. Holding short off runway 27 right, request departure.
Air Shuttle 6036. Hold your position.
Holding on position, Air Shuttle 6036.
Aircraft 1075. Gated right. Contact ground control on 121.65.
121.65, Delta 1075.
Reverse idle.
SkyWest 3612. Hold your position. I will call you.
Holding our position. SkyWest 3612.
Okay, I'm going to turn down mic and contact ground.
Ground Delta 1075 is clear of the runway. Request taxi departure.
Delta 1075.
After landing flow.
Taxi 5 Kilo Delta. Terminal 1 gate Delta 2.
Via Kilo Delta to Terminal 1 gate Delta to Delta 1075.
Delta 1158. Hold your position. I will call you.
Holding our position. Delta 1158.
if we're gonna do Delta, I think we really should have stayed on here.
Welcome to our destination. We'll be happy for a for the weather, it's dry and
Delta 1158. Hold your position. I will call you.
holding our position. Delta 1158. We hope to see you on a future flight.
And our first officer, we gave the nice parting goodbyes, which was very nice. And if I, what was that message?
Say again, Delta 1075.
Delta 1075. Taxi 5 Kilo Delta to Terminal 1 Gate to Delta 2.
To Delta 2.
Via Kilo Delta to Terminal 1 Gate, Delta to Delta 1075.
Delta 1158. Continue taxi.
Roger. Delta 1158.
Ground Delta 1612. Request taxi.
Delta 1612. Taxi 5 Echo to runway 26 left.
5 Echo to runway 26 left. Delta 1612.
Flaps up.
American 877 is clear to the runway. Request taxi to parking.
American 877. Taxi 5 Alpha Hotel to Gate to Tango 12.
Via Alpha Hotel to be Tango 12. American 877.
Are you going to put a plane? Yeah, you better get rid of that plane. I was coming here. I thought it was smooth that it did get rid of it. That's totally fine.
Ground Delta 1158. Request taxi.
Delta 1158. Taxi 5 Mike to runway 27 right.
We get Mike to runway 27 right. Delta 1158.
Mike, break on.
And now it goes down to the shutdown flows. Who is this Dedulous airline? Okay, so I'm using Ultimate Traffic Live 2. Obviously, I got some fine-tuning to do to it. Alright, shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist.
Ground Delta 619. Request taxi.
Set.
Delta Fuel pumps 19. Taxi 5 Mike to runway 27 right.
Via Mike to runway 27 right. Delta 619.
Off. Flaps. Up. Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Weather radar. Off. Checklist complete.
And we are home. We don't have an animation for deboarding for this aircraft.
519 Start up and pushback approved.
Approved 519
But I'm looking over here to Pilot's Life. I've been given credit for the flights because our next flight is from Minneapolis to Douglas, Charlottesville, North Carolina. So Excellent. We have done our flight, and you have gotten to see what using first FSFO, first officer, is like, using it in Prepared. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative.
9 request taxi.
I gotta find out what's...
Taxi 5 Mike, to runway 27 right.
Fire Mike, to runway 27 right, 519
I'm clearly going to need to set up the air traffic, because I don't know who Dedulus is, but there are a lot of these guys rolling around here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to be. I'll be making some flights over the holidays, so this was fun for me. I miss it. I mean, that's my coping mechanism. So I hope you enjoyed the flight as well, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.
Delta runway 63, line up runway 26 left.
Lining up runway 26 left, Delta 1963.